Hello there, beautiful Sacred Heart Cosmic Star Seeds. I'm Monica Bermudez. I'm an intuitive quantum energy healer, and I'm back here for a love wisdom message that I'm feeling through channeling through my heart portal and sharing with all of you what I'm feeling from the collective and everything that has been happening lately with all the Ascension updates and so forth. So I go on Facebook Live every Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. And at times when I can come on earlier, I will announce in my Facebook group which topic and what time I'll be going on live. And so, and then also like the next day, I post it in my YouTube channel. So maybe watching this live, you may be watching it on YouTube channel. It's all good, but I would love to hear from you comments on the love wisdom topic. So I want to talk about this week on all the Ascension updates and the energies. There's been a lot of talk and signs of the timelines, and with the timelines shifting is also a shifting of reality and situations, and it feels like everything is just like pretty much up in the air. It's a bit chaotic with the energies. So what I was feeling is that we're seeing the worst of what can come out of this energy, because when we are getting, because we're getting all these quantum energies of acceleration. I'll get into what those energies are, but with these quantum energies, what it's doing is that it's releasing a lot of stuff from buried cells, like toxics or trauma, or anything that was stuck energetically in our cells and is coming up to the surface. So if you haven't done much of this inner work inside of you from the shadow aspects and so forth, or really confronted yourself, you may start feeling a lot more of this energy and the symptoms of, you know, in certain parts of your body. For one, there's one way of detecting it through physical symptoms of, as long as, you know, it's nothing else that's serious, you know, that you've gone through some, you know, medical and so forth. But, you know, talking about if you've gone to the doctor and they don't identify anything, and so things can come up in a physical way, but also like out of the blue, you may get like these emotional feelings as well. And some of them are so uncomfortable, and they could be all about depression, which is one of the things that I've noticed the most. There's also been, you know, frustration and just, you know, just intense energy with the frustration. I've noticed, you know, road rage, impatience, and so many things, you know, that are coming up with everybody, because it just seems like this quantum acceleration of energies. And sometimes we don't know where it's coming from. So it could be, you know, these are just some examples that I've been observing and also observing in myself. So like I, you know, notice sometimes there's this wave of anxiety energy that comes up. And so, you know, I share this with you because I want you to be more aware, or, you know, just become aware of what's been going on and paying attention more to yourself and what's coming up for you emotionally. And, you know, any other symptoms could be like physical, or something that you may be feeling pressure in your head or getting headaches that you normally don't always get. So do pay attention to your body signs, pay attention to your emotions, pay attention to what you're feeling. And the bottom line is just be more conscious and more aware. And the more conscious and more aware you become, this is also a step into your own awakening. And the awakening has many layers to it, in, you know, speaking from an inner self, awakening to your own soul and your own heart passion. So what's most important is to always remember to focus on your own heart and bring it into balance. If you start to feel an anxiety, for example, then that's, you know, something to really focus on the most and practice with your own heart, because there's just so much magic to the heart, and it is really emphasized throughout everywhere, and even in the entire universe. It is, you know, the center for everything else. It just comes together. And so I want to talk a little bit about some of these energies, because lately, there's the timelines, there's the reality shifts, there's activations, because we're going through upgrades as well. So the accelerated, quantum energies that we're getting are also activating us. And in order to activate, we have to let go and release old energies that no longer serve us. And these old energies could be some old patterns that we've been following subconsciously, or that we may be aware of, but we haven't completely let go of. And so that's where the awareness comes in. So the more aware that you become of your patterns, the more that you can actually take the action steps into being able to shift those patterns and let them go and release them. When we have full moons like the one that we just had recently, very powerful, those are times that you can also use to release some of these patterns. However, you don't always have to wait till full moon to do that. You can do that on a daily practice in many different ways. And especially with these energies of quantum energies, they're giving us an opportunity to be able to release more of these karmic blocks or patterns that have been sabotaging or holding us back from being our highest potential and living within our own heart on a constant basis. So the energies that I want to talk a little more about, where are these energies coming from, right? So there's, a lot of the Schumann resonance for ones, and it has been measured by heart math and by scientists that the frequency of the Earth's Schumann resonance frequency is 7.83 hertz. And so that's the pulsating heart beat. Now, around the Earth, there is this ionosphere around it that has this pulsating frequency that it also generates the Schumann resonance, and it connects with the Earth's heartbeat. And so that when it is increased, it will disrupt a lot of things, around us. Even the people will be influenced by it, technology also. So it doesn't always, come from the Earth itself, but other planets also have this, Schumann resonance frequency, and so does the universe, and so does the solar system. So this is just coming in intuitively and channeling through my own heart. And so when these other Schumann resonance frequencies that are very active right now in the whole universe, because of the way the stars and the planets have been coming together in a very magical alignment, and they realign themselves into for example, like the conjunction of Neptune and Jupiter that we just had April 12th, where it's in the sign of Pisces. And so this is a very rare astrological event. So it's no coincidence that we are living in this time for this conjunction, which is an actual portal. So those energies themselves also generate other types of energies and portals and gateways that take us to the next level of quantum energy. And then you add some of the Schumann resonance from these other systems that in the universe that are connecting also with the heartbeat of Earth, but it's also connecting with each and every one of us. And so individually it's affecting us, and it's also affecting us at the collective level. And so this causes an acceleration of huge amount of release of old energies. So it can look so chaotic and intense, and anxiety as well, because it comes up to the surface now, so that we're able to release it, be aware of it for number one, and then be able to release it and to purify it, so that we can make room, make space for this new energy that we are receiving, these activations that we're receiving in all parts of our body, not just our hearts. But the heart is really where it starts, and where the center of all things is, and where everything gravitates towards it. So for example, I do feel there is a lot of energy as well that's coming in for the solar plexus, right? We're going to talk about the different chakras. So the solar plexus, I always see it like the sun, and it's a power center. But when it works together with the heart chakra, it's creating a creation with love, a power with love. And so you're taking action steps and owning your own power, owning your own worth, owning your own self-esteem, but more in this love vibrational energy. And it's not coming from an ego base, but it's coming more from your higher self, from your deep within of your own heart. And so that's what these energies are doing, is that it's helping us purify more, for one, and being able to learn how to release, which is another form of detachment, right? From things that we may have been attached in our own way. And I could talk some more about attachments and how, you know, all of that also is led into like expectations. You know, sometimes we set ourselves with certain expectations in our relationships, in our situations, in our work. And when those are not achieved, then we just have a tendency to beat ourselves up and over criticize ourselves and over analyze it. And then that's an energy waste, an energy drain. And when that happens, then we just lower our vibrational energy, which then also affects our own health. So when we embrace and say that instead of an expectation, we shift that, you know, let's talk about the realities and shifting. And we actually set an intention, but without the attachment, you know, or obsessing over something that just you want to manifest. And so when you really set the intention on something, you set it with the intention of it being for the highest good of your own self and your own soul alignment, and the highest good of those around you as well. And if that is all in alignment, there will be a lot of synchronicity and magic that will occur, and more doors of opportunity will open up from the universe, and they will present themselves in all different ways, whether that be work, that be relationship. You become like a magnet of these energies. And that's when the law of attraction comes in, that you become a magnetic, attractive being. And so I feel like there's a lot of this sexual energy, but it is this new sexual energy, because actually when you look up the word, it really is defined as attractiveness. So it's looking at it from this magnetic, attractive, energetically self that you are. And that's really all that matters. And that is the biggest part of you, in your own soul, in your own heart. And it's not that, you know, anything to do with the attractiveness on the outside. And if anything, when this energy increases even more so inside of you, then it will radiate, and you will be radiant in with that energy, and you will be at a very different level of regeneration and self-healing in a way. And so that's really where this ascension energy is, and this quantum energy, and what we are receiving now. And it's going to increase exponentially even more, because we are right now at the acceleration point of really dismantling old systems that no longer work for us. And you see in the news, you see like in certain areas of reports, and not to like get really attached to watching the news all the time or anything like that, because if you like, you know, too much of that can also drain you, right? But just looking at some of the highlights around the world and all the changes going on around us, and you know, things are just, you know, exploding in a way, or things just come out unexpectedly, this huge change that you know, just comes out of nowhere, like somebody may leave your life that you weren't even expecting. And so all of these things are just due to the energy and what has been coming up. It's like a cleansing going on as well that purification. And so I feel that because, you know, with this conjunction that we just had that was in that sign of Pisces energy is all about water. And so with this water, it comes the cleansing, it comes the purification in order for us to receive even more of these activations. So if you really have done a lot of the inner work of your own, you know, shadow aspect and really looking at every side of your shadow, then, you know, a lot of these energies will feel more at ease and will be more activating, and you will feel more of your own intuition and channeling to really come online at a much sharper way. So, you know, these are some of the things that I've been feeling at the collective level that's been going on, and also observing from the energies, especially for the ones who don't know what's going on or what's happening. So now that you're aware, I hope that you make use of this time with the energies to really take time to really just connect with your heart, first of all, to really take that first step. And also, now that today is Earth Day, because it's April 22nd, celebrating Earth, and I'm really feeling the energy of Earth wanting to come in for each and every one of us to really connect with her more. And it's not just today, but it's like a daily basis practice, because in connecting with her own heartbeat of her own human frequency, and connecting with your own frequency of your own heart, because we each have our own individual unique frequency signature inside our own heart center. And when we spend that time with Mother Nature, whether that be walking outside or meditating or visualizing her and connecting with her in that way, or just having plants in your home, then you're also having this energy exchange where you're helping each other. And it's healing for yourself, but also healing for her, for Earth, for Mother Nature. And so let's honor her for everything that she's done for us and continues to do, and to really find ways to continue to help Mother Earth, whether that be through energy or other forms in the physical realm. So this is, you know, the message that I wanted to share with you. I would love to hear your comments about it and any shares you may have. And just a brief announcement that in about 2 weeks, on Friday, May 6th, I will be coming on the show Love Light, Living in the Spirit of Love, to talk about with Dr. Jean Farish about the quantum strengthening of your own heart, because this is really why it's so important to really strengthen your heart, especially with these quantum times and these quantum changes of energy. It is very important to keep your heart very as stable as possible and strong, and to really be able to discern, you know, certain energies and also situations and people who may approach you, and really use the heart to be your instrument to really guide you, be a heart GPS through these energies and navigate through them with ease and grace. So I really would love to have you there. Join us live, and that's at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time. And I will be posting the links in my Facebook group and in my YouTube channel, so just look for the website link. But you can also see it in the podcast if you have the podcast app on your phone, and just download the show, which is Love Light, Living in the Spirit of Love. And we'll just go in deep with these conversations about really strengthening your heart at a quantum level and living with your purpose. And I will also be transmitting some light language with Goddess Kuan Yin, and we would just love to have you there. So feel free to share the link with others as well, and spread the word to come and listen to it. And I look forward to connecting you there. But just want to summarize real quick what we just talked about, this love wisdom message, that there are, you know, so many changes going on right now at a very quantum energetic level, So just stay the course and do the best you can to maintain yourself balanced with your own heart energy and your own unique frequency of energy. And most importantly, to connect more with Mother Earth. So I am sending you all so much love, and I look forward to connecting with you in the next Love Wisdom message.